Hello, everyone. We are here live at Speechless, the debate show made for champions. I'm your host and sports commentator for the evening, Christine Hashem, and I would like to welcome you to the 2018 Debate Olympics, where our two teams will be fighting for the gold in today's sports-themed episode. Tonight, we are tackling questions such as, should college athletes be paid? Should professional gaming be a nationally recognized sport? And lastly, a debate that will go down in history books, soccer versus football. We have a great show for you tonight, so ready, set, speechless. Before we begin, let's talk rules and regulations. During each round, our teams will be trying to win the approval of our judges, aka REPs. But this is also a game with penalties, and losing a round will earn you a disadvantage in the next debate. The stakes couldn't be higher, and who knows what the disadvantages could be. It all builds up to our final third round winner-take-all challenge debate. So grab your peanuts and Cracker Jacks and start cheering at the TV. Let's meet the teams you will be rooting for. On this side of the field, the fit and fine Ryan and Jack playing for Team Still Single. Are you guys ready for the big game tonight?
I think so.
Yeah, dude. We're gonna win this.
I'm just saying, if something comes along and I have to dip out, pretty girl.
Oh, I'll take note of that. Okay, well, and on the other side of the court is Team Lost in the Sauce with fan favorites Garrett and Zach. How have you guys been training for tonight?
My whole life.
Wow.
Sports.
He's a sports master, and so I'll be relying on my master, Garrett, to guide me through this debate.
Perfect. Okay, well, let's get this game started. Nearly every college and university has a student population that plays sports. We even have our own here at Emerson. Go Lions! Oh, that's what we're called? Well, moving on. At certain schools, college sports are actually a place of profit, with some colleges making revenue of more than $1 million off of their sports teams. The majority of this is thanks to the student athletes who train and compete in the games. These students don't get paid for their work. Instead, they receive school scholarship and free tuition. But does that equal the amount of money that they bring to the college? Now, remember, the losing team of this round will receive a brutal disadvantage thrown at you. So teams, what do you think? Should college athletes be paid? And play ball.
She clearly just said it. The colleges profit off of this by using their athletes.
They make a ton of money off these kids.
Absolutely.
So hold on, you say a ton of money. What she specified was like upwards of $1 million, which $1 million sounds like a lot. But in scholarship money, in scholarship money, in terms of a kid's whole tuition,
Who's paying $1 million?
if they pay your whole tuition, that's like, that alone is over 4 years is like $260,000. So you need like 4 sports teams and you're already paying them, or 4 players and you're already paying them in scholarships as much as $1 million, which you made in profits.
This $1 million that you're bringing up, is this per year that they're making this?
I don't know.
Per kid? So here's the thing.
I believe per year.
They
Per
make
year.
so much more than their athletes are worth. They're worth.
You don't think the athletes are worth anything?
They're worth more.
but
They're
you
worth
say
more than what they're given, which is nothing.
You say they, but
They're
you're talking to a collective group of athletes
sure.
across. Oh, what, you got D3, D2, D1.
Yeah.
There are like a couple of athletes in college in the NCAA, which is corrupt anyway, so they definitely shouldn't be paying the athletes more than they're already getting.
They're corrupt because
corrupt
they
because
don't
they don't
pay
pay
their
them.
athletes.
Absolutely not.
It's
No.
an extracurricular activity. It's not a job.
But the sports
You
doing
get
so much money
experience.
off of it.
You
Look,
get
they're
experience
doing-
and you get free tuition. I would
get
I would
free
do it for
tuition.
free
Doing the
tuition.
same amount of work as professionals.
False.
Some of
Okay,
them
that's
are,
not true. The seasons are shorter. They don't have the same off-season
but the rigorous
programs.
stuff, the amount of deals they have to make, they're really confined to contracts, things they can do, how their lives are managed. They can't really be college kids just because they're so regulated.
What?
Yeah, they're not going to school anyway. So if you give them
They're
the
not
incentive,
going to school.
if you give
So
them
what's the point of paying the tuition
if you give them incentive, they are not paying tuition. If you give them incentive to get paid to play, they're already, again, not going to go to class. And how do you differentiate between which players get paid? How do you differentiate
If you pay
between...
them, they won't go to
Okay,
class.
think
They're
about
not
it.
gonna
You're
go
probably
class.
going to
There's
work.
no way. They'll have no incentive.
You guys are probably going to work a real job that does pay you, and you're still not going to be able to pay for your tuition. These kids are able to pay for their tuition. They're already doing better than like most of the kids coming out of Emerson, money-wise. So they're sitting pretty. They're like, I'm the only type of college student that doesn't have to pay my tuition. And you guys are like, but it's so hard for them with their
So
zero
NCAA
tuition.
makes video games based on that they use the likeness of the college athletes without paying them to
Not
for
anymore.
that.
Not anymore. That's
Yeah?
wrong.
Yeah?
They don't make them anymore.
Oh, well, good. Maybe they've wised up then. They've said, oh, maybe this is wrong. Maybe we shouldn't do
Oh
this
my
particular
gosh.
thing.
No,
Huh? Is
it's,
that it?
it's because football programs and basketball programs are the only programs that actually have revenue.
Oh yeah.
And significant revenue for schools.
Interesting. So then.
So what are
they
you going
can
to just
afford to
pay
the
them, or are you
players
going to
then?
bring people on for rowing and swimming and lacrosse
Yes.
and field hockey and track
The
and
ones that
all
make
these
money.
other things, gymnastics?
Rowing,
so
rowing
you
makes a lot
so
of
you
money.
just devalue. No, I'm telling you that they don't make a lot of
Exactly.
money.
They don't need to pay them.
You don't have to pay them as much
So
as
you're
the
just gonna
professionals,
not-
but you should pay them more than what the college is. The college
They're
is
getting
making
nothing.
a ton of money taking
They
advantage
get
of
they
these
get
education,
medical
dude.
insurance. They get extra food and meal swipes. They get. Yes, that's true. Look it up.
These people literally have to
knowledge.
pay so much fewer bills than actual adults do. That if you are basically an adult that has very little bills, you don't have to pay your own insurance, you have a full meal plan, you don't have to worry
But
about
we're
college
talking
or
about
loans.
how they're being treated compared to the industry they're going into. They're being
How they're being
treated.
treated?
Yeah, they're gonna-
unfairly.
They're being used. They're
It's
being,
going to be
they're being
harder when they
taken-
get into
We're
the
not
real
comparing them
NFL.
to other college students. We're comparing them to actual players.
When they go into the NFL or when they
When?
leave
You mean
college.
if.
Yeah, okay, if.
And if
so
you're,
a
if
lot
what
of these
you're saying
students.
is true, that they're not even going to class in the first place, so what are they going to do? They go to school?
The NCAA has programs set up for backup plans that with financial, how to work with money, how to get a job after sports, because they do realize that not a lot of these college athletes are actually going to go into the pro levels, and not many people are going to stay there that long anyway. The average career span in the NFL is like 4 years.
Yeah, that's cool, but
So-
they're not paying their athletes, and they're taking advantage
But
of them.
what I'm saying is, these students, the students that don't make it into the NFL,
Yeah.
after college, they will look back and think the time in my life when I was the most financially secure and happy was when I was a college athlete.
Yeah, what then?
And so they were
You
the
realize
most
that-
money.
they were the most financially secure during that time. And so you're telling me that even though they're at the most financially secure period in their life, they need more money.
And after that, they're not going to be financially secure at all.
Yeah, that's
You
their
know
fault.
that-
That's their
fault. How is that
responsibility.
their fault? They're not making any money.
You know that
They can't-
professional teams make more money than they give
Dude,
to their
they can't-
players,
they can very-
clubs,
Do you
organizations.
think they have a lot of time to be able to work other jobs and then stay on top of
Do you think a
also?
normal college student who's double majoring does extra work? I mean, come
Yeah,
on.
dude,
I have a job.
They already have extra work. They're playing and
Right, and they're not
practicing.
getting paid
Okay,
for
They
it.
don't need to get paid.
I understand you guys are really excited about this, but you both knocked it out of the park, and but we got to see which team got the home run. But wait, I almost forgot the disadvantage. The losers of this round will have to face the wrath of my fiery paper balls. Try debating dodging these bad boys all night. Okay, wait. All night. I just received word from our producers, and the winning team is Team Still Single. Yes, congratulations. Up next, we will be debating about whether or not professional gaming should be a nationally recognized sport. So stick around because we'll be right back with more Speechless.
So yeah, it's like Emerson's very own late night talk show. We've got games like Jimmy Fallon, and we're hot like Jimmy Kimmel, and we've got guests. I'm going to talk to them. You can talk too, I guess. There's a live studio audience, and they're just going to laugh at everything we say, and it's going to be awesome. It's just this never-ending cycle of positivity and community and late-night content. I'm going to wear a suit. You should probably wear one too. What do you think?
I think you should drink up, because it's closing time.
Hi, I'm Maya O'Day from Comedians on the Tee Getting Coffee, and you're watching the Emerson Channel.
So yeah, it's like Emerson's very own late night talk show. We've got games like Jimmy Fallon, and we're hot like Jimmy Kimmel, and we've got guests. I'm going to talk to them. You can talk too, I guess. There's a live studio audience, and they're just going to laugh at everything we say, and it's going to be awesome. It's just this never-ending cycle of positivity and community and late-night content. I'm going to wear a suit. You should probably wear one too. What do you think?
I think you should drink up, because it's closing time.
How professional are video games? Whether you're a strategist or a button smasher, this debate is going to be a hot button issue. Noah Bender, our field correspondent, trained all week for this very question. Let's see what he's got.
Esports is a huge industry with over 400 million fans worldwide. Competitors train for years to go pro. But how hard could it possibly be? I'm Noah Bender, and I'm training to be the next esports superstar. Let's get this bread.
I the tiger, man. I the tiger. Come on. Come on, let's go. Toss him over to the floor.
Really been changing my lifestyle. I'm on a Canto diet. That means 3 meals a day of straight up cantaloupe. All my calories coming from cantaloupe. Really turning my brain orange, but you know what? It's all worth it for the craft, for the worldwide fame, and for the fans. I really do this for the fans. They're my #1 support. They're really what keeps me going. And the money too. Lots of money. I'm getting paid for this, right? Oh. Okay. Then I do it for the fans. And the cantaloupe. Right. You know, I've sacrificed a lot in this process. All my friends have deserted me. They're haters. I don't need them. I just need my fans and my craft and my esports. My mind is just on the game right now. I haven't been able to think about anything else. I've forgotten all the names of my teachers. I just gotta free up brain space. Can only think about my one goal, and that's esports domination. I've been doubted my whole life. I'm an underdog, but now it's my time to really pull out on top. All right, I'm ready. All right, here's your games.
Oh, hello there. Glad you're still with us. In round 2, we're going to talk about a very different kind of sport. The sport that you can play while just sitting down on your couch in front of a screen. And no, I'm not talking about competitive binge watching. I'm talking about video games, or as they're called in college, esports. Esports are increasingly becoming popular around the country, and some are even receiving scholarships to partake on esports teams at their colleges. And this whole video game thing is getting out of hand, or should the country ride out the virtual wave? Now, Team Lost in the Sauce, because you lost the last round, some projectiles will be launched your way. Log on to the server, warm up your thumbs, and get ready for round 2.
I believe that you
All right, fellas,
have
yeah.
an argument ready.
We're gonna argue. First things first.
Yep.
International leagues have already formed
Yeah.
for people who play esports to
It is
compete.
already nationally recognized as a sport.
It's already nationally recognized.
Here's the
argument
thing.
is over.
Here's the thing. If it
Don't
was
pull out
already
the
national,
definition of the
if it was
sport.
already-
It's outdated.
if it was already recognized, why is it called esports and not just sports?
Because you add E on top of it, does that change everything? Do you think e-cigarettes are not cigarettes? Are you saying are you saying
They're
e-cigarettes?
not cigarettes. That's
You're
the
saying
point. The whole-
e-cigarettes
actually,
are
that's the
good for
entire
you?
point of e-cigarettes. What?
Ryan
just
thinks
think them
that children should smoke e-cigarettes. Are you out of your mind? I
Zach,
think that microphone.
don't
is
make me
secretly-
come over there.
That microphone is secretly an e-cigarette.
Zach?
And you know why you went down that dark road?
All right,
Because
look,
you didn't play enough video games.
Training for esports is not the same as training for regular sports. You got guys who put in months of work of physical training,
women.
of difficulties. Sure, these guys train, but it's nothing like the actual professionals who make their bodies in peak shape for this stuff.
For sure, dude.
There's this guy named Ninja, and his body is in peak shape.
Fortnite.
For Fortnite.
He's
Yeah.
lean.
Also,
But
have
he's
you ever?
I
not-
believe you just argued that Fortnite is a legitimate sport.
I don't know if
They
you've heard
have-
of this game
Yeah.
called Fortnite,
Oh, I've heard of it.
but it's literally like more popular than any sport
Also,
right
he's
now,
not an
globally.
esport player.
No.
He's a streamer.
But he also
And he
does
has
play-
his own competitions.
and
He hosts
commits
big
in
competitions in
tournaments. Yeah,
Vegas.
he competes in tournaments.
But
Also,
competitions aren't always the same as
the
sports.
hand-eye coordination is like ridiculous. to
Chess
actually
isn't a
do that.
sport.
Have you ever
Yeah.
tried to use a keyboard and a mouse and look at a screen where there's
Yes,
4,000
yeah.
things
all
going
the
on at
time.
one
It's
time?
rather
Do you need-
simple.
Anyone can
Do
do
you
it.
need amazing
Anyone can
reflexes
throw
to
a
play
ball. Or,
chess?
Yeah.
like, can you not?
No.
Oh, I can. It's not
You
that
don't- no.
difficult, but not everyone can do it professionally.
Not everyone can
Not
do
everybody,
esports
Joe.
professionally. That's why it's just now becoming a thing.
It's I don't know about that one, man. I think it's pretty easy.
No one would deny
Why
that
are
these
you
are
here, then?
entertaining, that these are fun, and they're competitive. But
Oh,
there's a
for sure.
difference between Olympic sports, people that train and have to do all these great stuff, and what these guys are doing.
Come
There
back to
are-
me
there
when
are other
esports are in the Olympics,
There
dude.
are other sports. It's coming.
Oh, is it? Really?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah,
But it's
because
not
coming.
other
there
all
yet.
sports are
coming.
in the Olympics. Like, come on now.
Like which?
You know what's not in the Olympics? F1 racing, definitely a sport. You know what also doesn't require a lot of physicality in a peak performance body? F1 racing.
Oh, things are
See?
getting a little
Esports
heated.
reflexes.
Esports reflexes. Yeah, that's why you've been getting hit by those balls the
play
entire time.
esports?
Here's the thing. Are you in what do you call them?
that-
E-athletes? Is that what you call them?
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, athlete, yeah.
An E-athlete?
Yeah,
So
E-athlete.
so not an actual athlete then, an E.
The argument
athlete.
that it doesn't take training and time and
We didn't say it
dedication.
didn't take
Take
training.
tra- no,
we
we
said
didn't.
You
that
just
training
said it's
is
not
more
like a
physical.
professional
Training is not
sport.
Not
Like, come
physical
on.
training.
It
not-
doesn't have to have physical training.
These
guys
guys got
ain't
physical
Tom-
training. Dude,
Hold on.
sports, the
Ninja
whole
ain't
point
no
of sports
Tom
is
Brady.
so
I
that
can
you
tell you that. Pow.
Let me ask you
Oh
two-
my gosh, I could find you so many more people who are great at video games that are better athletes.
Yeah, go
than
ahead,
Tom
try
Brady.
it, try
Tom
it.
Brady
Okay.
is perfect
Oh
at
my
his
This is not
craft.
Yeah,
about to
exactly.
become a Tom
Esports
Brady
is a
argument.
craft.
Yeah.
All sports are
Okay,
a craft.
it's a
Positions
craft.
in sports are craft. Fortnite versus
Some crafts are sports,
PUBG
but not
is a
all sports are
craft.
crafts.
I do have a,
Try Fortnite versus football, dude.
here's a question. Do you think
They
that
have
racing
Madden tournaments.
Do you
Racing?
think that racing is a sport? If you do not
No.
think racing is a sport, you don't think it's a sport.
Okay, I don't
you
think racing is a
NASCAR, F1 racing,
Absolutely not.
not
I
a
think it's
sport.
racing.
It's racing.
It's racing.
Yeah. It's
own
Even though
category.
they consider it a sport like everywhere.
Oh,
You're like the two
Oh, do
people on
they?
this earth that are like racing is not a sport.
Racing is not a
Competition.
sport.
People are trying to become the top, the best.
Yeah, you know what else
there
is?
are pros.
Competitive
my
dancing.
God.
Dude, dancing's not a sport.
Oh,
Irish
wow.
step
That,
dance.
see,
Dancing
that's
is a
just
sport.
rude.
You,
It's not.
you
That's
talk
just
about how it
rude.
takes like peak performance body.
Yeah.
People
Can
think
you
that
try dancing?
curling is a sport.
I've seen your dancing.
Esports
and I've
are
seen your
not
curling.
a sport.
It's all trash.
The whole
all trash.
point of esports is
All trash.
the whole point of esports is that you don't have to be physically
Is
good at
poker
anything.
a sport?
Is poker a sport?
Yeah.
You do have to
Yeah,
be physical.
sure.
If you
Oh, dude,
can't
dude,
do
wait,
muscle
what way?
memory,
In what way?
muscle
Really?
memory.
Muscle memory.
Yes.
Oh, and what? Your arm?
Yes.
Is Tetris a
Yes.
sport?
My arm is not a part of my body.
Real
somehow.
difficulty.
So do you think every
Real
competition is a sport, basically? Is that what I'm hearing?
No,
'Cause
I
it sounds
think
like you're saying
all,
every
I think all
competition
high
is a
stakes,
sport.
all high stakes competitions that have like a culture, an entire community developed
Yes.
around
So you
it,
think
are
competition
viewed
and sport is a
internationally.
synonym?
Yeah, competition is sport.
I think
No,
same thing.
That's all you're
competition
saying.
is a part
That's
of
the
sport.
argument you're making.
No, I think when a competition becomes like enough of a ubiquitous activity for people to activity for people to
Ubiquitous.
dedicate their lives to,
thought this might
for
be-
you know
I'm not afraid
millions
to.
of
Do it.
fans to gather around to see this competition go down. I think that's the core element of a sport. I don't care if you're like, are your legs built?
Esports
No, I don't care.
aren't physical, and that's the end of the argument.
What, are you just
Sports
going to look
have
at the
be
screen and all the
physical.
magic is going to happen? No, you still have to do it.
Okay, well,
Physicality is the point, dude.
as much fun as that was for me at least, it's time for the results. But don't you worry, there will be another disadvantage for the losing team next round. We just want to keep you guys on your toes, literally. We all know the real athletes are on the field are the cheerleaders. That's why the losing team has to shake their metaphorical pom-poms and give us your best cheer impression. I'm talking rhyming, I'm talking arm movements, I'm talking jazz hands. So who's gonna give us their best impression? The winning team of this debate is Team Lost in the Sauce. Oh, cheer up, you guys. Yeah, it won't be so bad. The challenge round is coming up, so stay tuned after the break. Ready? Okay.
All right, coming back in 10 seconds. Ready, camera one. Camera one, get a wide shot of the entire thing, and in 3, 2, 1, take. Talent cue.
Welcome back to Emerson College. Emerson
Camera
trails
4, get a shot of the players coming across the court.
10 seconds left. Emerson trails by 1 point. As the
Camera
team
2 close on the
finishes
person
their
shooting.
timeout. Thanks, Joe. With 10 seconds left, Emerson is hoping to pull away and score this game.
Camera 1, get a close up, follow them over.
Emerson trails WPI 10 points. 10 seconds left. Emerson trails by 1 point as the team finishes their timeout.
Camera 1, close up on number 33.
Thanks, Joe. With 10 seconds left, Emerson is hoping to pull away.
Follow the ball, follow the ball.
Welcome back, everyone. Who's ready for some football? And the very last debate of the night, football, soccer, two totally different sports. Some might say that they have no business being a debate topic at all. Well, I say hockey sticks. We can do what we want. It's our show. They both involve running around. They both have crazy fans. They both involve penalties, right? They involve penalties, right? Whatever. It's soccer versus football. Which sport is better? Easy, but it is a challenge round, of course. It's not that easy. What can we do to mix things up? I know, how about we swap sides? Football, you are now debating in favor of soccer and vice versa. Oh, and Team Worsingle, don't forget to shake your pom-poms. Go.
Ready? Okay. Hey, there, Garrett and Zach. Football's better, that's a fact. Now, we are doing great. The team we're single will win this debate.
I think we deserve to win just on that alone. Oh my god.
The syllable distribution
Bars.
was so good. The second half of that, like the ratio was so bad. There were so many more syllables in the second half. Just like there's so many more fans of soccer than there are
You know what?
football.
Your cheerleading skills are so wonderful, as you just put on display for everyone. It's too bad that they don't have them at soccer games, the best sport
The
in
best
the world.
sport. World Series
it was
is
so good, then
watched
why
by
would-
5 times more people.
The World Series?
World
The World
Cup.
the World Series?
Cup.
Better sport.
World Cup.
We are
Not
in
like
the World
any-
Series right now.
Not
so
like
go
any
Sox,
other
go
game
Sox.
going on right now.
Yes.
The World Cup, which is for soccer.
You
500
guys don't even know
million
what sport
people.
you're talking about.
Cheerleaders.
We do
Yeah,
know which
cheer.
sport. You know which sport you're talking about? What are the 2 leagues in the NFL?
AFL, NFL.
Let
You like
me
the
just
leagues
make
in
this
the
clear.
NFL?
Yes.
Garrett's got
Sure
a jersey
conferences.
here. Football is his favorite sport.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why are you just attacking the fact that we believe soccer is the best sport? We believe whatever the EPs tell us to
I can
believe.
still be a fan.
We're loyal. Yeah, we're a fan of soccer. My favorite soccer team, Croatia. They should have won.
Croatia.
They didn't win.
Yeah.
Croatia's really good. Yeah, I wanted them to
Okay,
win.
do you know the ad
We said it was the
revenue
World
of the
Series.
Super Bowl compared to the ad revenue of the World Cup? Way more expensive because way more Americans are interested. It's an American sport, and we're in America, darn it!
And just
You're
because
right.
It's an American sport.
Exactly.
Good. Yeah, was that a beat that you were doing? Was that some sort
So
of
the
cheerleader
rest
stuff there
of the
with your
world.
hands? The rest of the world.
If
yeah.
soccer was
jealous
such
you
a
don't have
such a better sport, wouldn't they have cheerleaders?
Right?
They don't need cheerleaders
They
to
don't
like
need
validate
cheerleaders.
them.
They don't-
Have you
oh,
ever been to a
Cristiano
soccer game?
Ronaldo?
It's so loud.
Have I ever been to a soccer game? No, of course I haven't been to a soccer game. Why would I go to a soccer game?
Cristiano Ronaldo is literally worth more money than anybody on the NFL by such a
That's
huge
true.
margin.
That is
It's
true.
Human beings
unfunny.
have evolved to the point where we use our
Wait,
brains
wait,
as
wait,
opposed to
wait,
our
wait,
thumbs. What part
Let me
of
ask
that?
you this. In
We've
high
evolved
school-
past soccer, dude.
Where is your cheerleading?
I'm sorry.
I'm too flustered, Christine.
Whoa, hey.
That was so cool. Why didn't you drop the mic when you
Let me
ended up
just say this.
when
This
you
mic
stopped
is
saying that?
expensive.
You
In
should've
high
dropped that.
school, which sport had the more funding? Because in my high school, it was football.
Oh, for sure.
Soccer.
Absolutely not.
Because we live in America.
Right.
Yeah,
As,
yeah,
you, as you
exactly.
previously noted,
Whatever-
but the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Whatever sport gets more money, you think things with more money are just inherently better?
Football's
That's
well-
classic.
You guys must think college sports are terrible.
You're just a hideous
I
capitalist.
think that college sports is terrible? Dude, absolutely not. Because here's the thing.
Everyone can play soccer. You don't need
Everyone can play
pads.
soccer.
You don't
Exactly.
need.
Exactly what he just
You mean
said.
football, friend?
Have you seen the
No,
Incredibles?
Oh, you mean
Soccer
that as a
is-
good
it's
thing.
a good thing because you
Have you
just
seen
need
the
a ball and a
Incredibles?
net.
If everyone is special, no one's special.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what makes
you're gonna
football
sit here
more
and tell me
special
Cristiano
than
Ronaldo is not
Exactly.
special? Cristiano Ronaldo is not
guys
special.
rappers or
Anybody could do
cheerleaders?
that.
Also-
I haven't decided yet.
Here's Madden.
Where are
Yeah?
my pom-poms?
Here's FIFA.
Yeah, you know why?
Yeah.
Because EA exploits its customer base.
You know what?
You know what you're talking
They
about?
don't know what they're talking about. Do you know what FIFA doesn't have? Deflategate. Boom.
Deflategate?
Yeah. How can you even? They're like, what
Have you
is?
seen
I
any
love
soccer
football so
player
much.
ever?
What is
Dude,
Deflategate?
You touch them, they fall down. Now either they're actually
Really?
that weak, or they're just awful actors.
Also, soccer games take an hour and a half.
Yeah?
And that's it.
Yeah? Football games take an entire Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
It's a whole
It's
tradition.
horrible.
It's a day.
It's
You make a
horrible.
day out of
It's
it. man.
long.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
drawn out. Come on.
Drawn out.
A
You know
quick
what
hour
gets
and 30
canceled?
minutes.
You know what gets canceled for the Super Bowl? School. You know what doesn't get canceled for school? The World
not-
Cup.
Time out. I've
In
never
America,
not.
When
I don't
the
go to school on
Patriots won,
Sundays.
My school said we're having a day off.
I don't go to
Boston,
school on
see
Sundays.
Tom Brady on a duck boat.
Who doesn't go to school on Sunday?
And
I don't
saw
go to
him on
school
that
on Sundays.
NFL is
Sunday.
on
Go
Sunday.
out.
don't-
Because football is amazing.
It's
an
Super Bowl
American
Sunday.
sport.
No.
It's what built this country.
Super
right, it
Bowl Sunday.
It's on a Sunday. There's no school
Yeah.
on. They got some sort of weird like
Did you
public
hear my
school on
Super Bowl?
Sunday.
The Super Bowl takes place on a Sunday. Okay, when does the parade take place?
School day.
School day, dude.
They let you out for the parade.
Did it for him?
People here love Tom Brady so much. People in New England.
Why? He's a
you guys are so out
celebrity,
of your
man.
mind.
The
You
rest
guys just
of
don't
the-
have a team in Virginia that you're proud of. I'm
No,
sorry.
yeah, that's why we like
Wow.
the superior sport.
I'm sorry, do you have a soccer team in Virginia that you're really supportive of?
Yes.
Is that, oh, really? What's it called?
It's called. It's called. You know what we're proud of in Virginia?
What are you proud of in
we're
Virginia,
We're proud
buddy?
of the Venezuelan soccer team.
Oh,
I don't know if
is
you
that-
know
is that how
this.
it goes?
Virginia has a huge Venezuelan population.
Oh, does it?
30% of my
really
friends
fascinating, dude.
Venezuelan. The other 30% of my friends
Soccer
Filipino.
fans.
Both of them soccer fans. Two really popular soccer teams. Hundreds of millions of fans.
If you can only
Trust
point out
me.
two friends
You know
of
what
yours
they-
that are
you know
soccer
what it
fans,
calls-
I said 30%.
Everybody
I
else
said
is
30% of
clearly
my
a
friends.
football fan.
I don't have 3 friends like you.
3 friends.
Look, I
I
just
know you guys
during
could talk-
barbecues, we throw the pigs.
I'm
in,
gonna
not
cut
keep
you
them.
off. Oh God. Okay. Well, it's
We
been
not
a
yell at
tough
our
game tonight, folks. And while both teams have fought valiantly, there can only be one champion tonight. Let's give them a round of applause and their very own gold medal. Oh, shoot. I think I left it in my other jacket. Well, anyways, let's hear it tonight for the winning team, which is Lost in the Sauce. Congratulations and a big thank you to both teams for your effort out there on the field. We hope that you have enjoyed watching the toughest sport out there, debate. Make sure to check us out on Facebook and Instagram, and see you next time here on Speechless.